Okay, this is Nana Kwabata the second, aka Queen One. What are we going to talk about today? Let's talk about Central music, Central region music, Ghana. Okay, you know, everyone who comes into the music industry always thinks, I got to make a hit, I got to make some money. Yeah, true, nothing wrong with that. But you know something? There is a protocol, there's a system in place. I mean, you could be the odd one out and just try and do things your way. Yeah, that's fine. But you know something? There's a ladder each person needs to climb. And that's one thing a lot of people seem to think, I can just get in there and slide all the way to the top. Yes, some people are blessed to do that and they get to the top in no time. But let me tell you something, there are lots of sacrifices to be made. Yep. Don't try and come into the industry with no money in your pocket. It won't work. Because there are certain areas where you'll have to dig your hands deep into your own wallet and pay for your own stuff. What am I talking about? Let's just say in the beginning, all your work on social media handles. Don't expect people to be doing everything for you on your very low budget. So try and do a lot of things yourself. Get on there. Facebook is quite easy. WhatsApp. But even on WhatsApp, don't just keep going to the same old platforms because everybody else is going there and who's picking up your stuff? Remember that those platforms are also made up of artists, unless of course it's one of those platforms where just anybody and anybody is on it. But if it's full of artists, then trust me, they're all doing the same thing. So who's gonna pick yours up? Think about it. So go to Instagram, go to other places, Twitter, yes, Twitter, and even try good old Facebook. Because if you have all those friends, like I do, almost 5,000 friends and followers, yeah, somebody is bound to come across your work and they'll say, this is interesting, let me see. Make it exciting. Draw their attention. Okay? That way more people would be interested in listening to what you have to offer, you know. And okay, let me just go through step by step. Number one, never, ever diss your comrades in the industry. Why? Because it will come back to haunt you one day. So take it easy. You can have jokes, you can do the boys. Ladies, stop the bitching because it will catch up with you one day when things begin to go wrong for you. Trust me. We've been in the system long enough to see disasters happen. So behave yourself. You can have jokes and you can come up with hypes and all that, but never take things too personal. You're asking for trouble. Okay, so relax. And if you start to fight the industry gurus, trust me, and radio presenters and DJs, your work ain't going nowhere. Trust me, it's going nowhere. Why? Because you need them. The little bit of money that you have, go and pay the bloggers, pay the DJs, pay the radio presenters, and let them do something for you. Because if you don't do that, it will come back to haunt you. You'll find out that your music is only for family and friends, the mama. Yeah. And you'll stick your stuff in the drawer, get dusty. It won't go anywhere. So take your time. So these are the initial sacrifices that you have to make as an up-and-coming artist. So really take those steps seriously. Get on the social media handles. Gospel artists, a lot of you are very, very, very slack when it comes to advertising your own work. You always expect people to do it for free. There is no free lunch. So get up there and do your stuff. Okay? Now, check out the trend. Bring out something that's different. Check out your lyrics. Are your lyrics the same as just every Tom, Dick, and Harry who's in the industry? Make sure that your lyrics are like far off, different, unique. There may be a sentence that you want to say, twist it around and let it mean the same thing. It just means that your lyrics are different from everyone else. I'm making this very, very simple. I don't want to get all technical and say stuff that is like gonna fly over your head like a bird on its way somewhere else, because you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so for those who are already in it, you might not be too interested in what I'm saying, but we're talking about the up and coming. You don't want to stay in that up and coming mode for the rest of your life, and you certainly don't want to be an underground artist. Underground artists, who knows them? Those underground. Okay. Then we have the up and coming. Yep, they've come out of the underground, so more people know them. Then you have the mainstream lot. Then you have our stars. Yes, okay. Now, where do we go from here? So check out your music. Make sure that it makes sense. And you know something? Sometimes your lyrics and your points are just so correct. But who's gone wrong? Your your sound engineer. If something is not right with your music, tell the sound engineer, I don't like this. Can we change it a bit? This is what I have in my mind. This is the plan I have. Don't sit there and just let the sound engineer just do what they like, because some people will really do what they like, take your money, tell you it's done. And one thing I always say is don't rush. Don't rush when it comes to churning out your music from the studio, because when you rush, it's like cooking a meal that's not quite done, very, very uncooked. Ugh, sounds horrible, tastes horrible. So do things the right way, and make sure that they spend enough time doing your work so that your work is really, really good. That's what's important, so take your time. And if you bring out a song, give it to a couple of people to listen to and say, hey, what do you think of this? Don't they, just sit there and think, oh, I've done this. Oh yeah, me, I got it. Nope. Okay, so I can see the sun reflecting on me. Yes, because I'm sitting by the radio again. I'm sitting by the window, just waiting to be picked up. I'm way, way, way from home. I'm somewhere else, but enjoying the scene anyway. Yeah, sitting by the window. Yeah, so as I was saying, so just make sure that your music is on point and be patient. It's not the first song that you're going to bring out, and it's not the 50th song that you're going to bring out, but one of your songs might just make it. You get on that ladder and you start to climb up. Just make sure you remember those people you left behind and watch for those that you're heading towards. Now, I said to you earlier on about sacrifices. The thing about the music industry sometimes, which is very, very crucial, is making sure that you have the right name, a catchy name, a name that means a lot. What is it about your old self you don't like? You want to take a new name and sacrifice the old name? Then if you're picking up a new name, just make sure that that new name has got a lot of sense behind it. Don't just pick any name. Pick a name that if you sacrifice your own name for this name is going to push you way, way, way ahead. And make that name be who you are. Okay? Make that name be who you are. We've seen a lot of people change their names. Check out Shatta Wale, check out Samini. They all changed their names along the way. Ask yourself why. What were they sacrificing? The old self for the new self. And the new self with a deep meaning. Meaning, we don't know. They alone know the meaning of their new names. And that's what you got to do. You got to play a major role in the name that you pick for yourself. And make sure that when you pick a name, it's not a name that when you go on Google, thousands of the same name comes up. That won't help you. Be unique. So when we click into Google, your name just pops up into our face with all your works. Yes, doesn't have to be expensive. Get your camera, do some freestyles, do something, some kind of presentation. Let people see that, hey, I'm here. Stick it on YouTube. Start to build up a brand for yourself and let people see that, yes, I have arrived. Don't just take it for granted that everybody knows you, because cross your barrier and no one knows you. So you need to get further out into the system, out worldwide. Think about everybody, unless of course you want to do music that is just local and just for your own group, wherever you come from. You do that, you will remain underground for life. So you need to surface a bit, come out, okay? Now, let's go to Central Region music. Central music, to be honest with you, we have a lot of problems. So many people want things put on a silver platter and they want a silver spoon, shoved into their mouths. No, it doesn't work that way. You've got to work hard, very hard. And then those who are up there, radio presenters, radio DJs, all these people, some are builders and some are crashers. They crash you down. Some will build you up. It all depends on how you tackle things. If you get on the wrong side of them, they will bring you down so fast. Boy, you won't even know what happened to you. All your life's work gone. Respect people as you're climbing up the ladder. You keep fighting them and you get to the top or top-ish, they will bring you down so fast. Be careful out there, be careful. Sometimes when we say a person is so disrespectful, we know what's ahead of them. Maybe you're so engrossed with the anger and whatever it is and you don't really care what people say. Trust me, one day you will care. I won't mention names, but you'll have a hit and no one cares. Why? Because you just spent all your time dissing people. People just don't like that kind of stuff. So, artists, be careful as you're going up. Make sure that you leave those at the bottom in peace, so that when you rise, for any reason you get to the top or top-ish, they're there to push you that way up. It works. It's another bit of sacrifice, a temper. Just get rid of that temper. Of course, if it's a hype, then that's a different story. If you've got a temper on you and everything, you have to come and insult people. Look, I've had people insult my stool. And I just say to them, you touch my stool? I might be in the industry with you, man, but when it comes to Queen One, let's leave that separate. When it comes to my stool, let's leave that separate. But my stool will come after you. I don't say much. That's my style. I'm a lady. I let my stool do the rest. So, if I can do that, imagine what other people are doing when you touch them in the wrong places. They will just be waiting for you to rise up so that they can pull you down. Be careful. It's not funny, but it happens. Okay. Alright, so now going back to grooming yourself and branding. I guess you don't know what branding is, most of you. Branding is when you walk out there, take a picture, put it on social media, people look and they say, whoa. The next time, whoa. The next time, whoa. Why? Because they recognize you. There's something that you're doing that is different. But if you don't have a branding today, oh, who's that? Tomorrow, third time, no one recognizes you. Why? Because you change and change and change and change. You're like a chameleon. No one even knows who you are anymore. When you go in this corner, you're red. When you go in this corner, you're blue. When you go in this corner, you're yellow. How is anybody supposed to know who you are? Is that your branding? Imagine if someone like, I won't mention any famous soft drinks, because I'm not giving them free promo. But can you imagine if a famous soft drink came on the shelf today in green, tomorrow blue, the next day red? You go into a shop to buy something and you can't even remember the name, but you're trying to describe it. Oh yeah, you know that drink that's got this logo, blah, blah, blah. It's red. No, they changed it. Yesterday was red, today they're green, tomorrow they're blue. Be careful. Get a nice branding. And could be your hairstyle. Locks, nice sharp haircuts, color, whatever. Your clothes, yep. Gentlemen, yep. African, yep. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Want to go local? Yeah, we'll accept you for that because that is your branding. And you keep it up. Anywhere you go, even if somebody looks at you from behind, they can say, that looks like Shatawale. That looks like Sarkodie. That looks like so and so. Do you get me? Why? Because they have stuck to who they are and their branding. They don't keep switching left, right, and center. Because when you do that, then it means you don't even know who you are. Good. So get the branding sorted out. You know, you might say to yourself, oh, I can't afford to take any videos. Take your phone or someone's phone. Do a freestyle. Do something. Stick it on YouTube. I think I've said that already. Yeah, I'm saying it again because people need to know who you are. And then when it comes to the radio presenters, give them some respect. Don't just forward them your music through WhatsApp or something. Play this for me. No, they won't. Be nice. Get up, go to the radio station, have a chat, present your work to them nicely. If it's on your drive, help them. They download, they do whatever they need to do. Be nice. Leave a couple of quid for them. Something just for airtime or whatever. Or TNT. Be nice. Then go home and hope for the best. But you think you can sit in your living room and say, play this for me. Share this for me. You see, every time you're doing share this for me, do you know you're saying to people, I want you to do it for me free. And the way you said it alone is so annoying. So come on, change that. Change that. Start to behave yourself and say things the correct way. And use please. Please goes a long way. Please doesn't make it seem like, oh, you're a softie. No, it means you respect. Learn to respect people in the industry. Because I'm telling you, they will bring you down. Trust me. You need them. Yes, they need you. But they've got loads of others they can rely on when it comes to music. So don't think, oh, if I don't give them my music, you know, it's like I'm doing them, and as the saying gone, I'm doing that. You're doing nobody. You're doing yourself, man. You're doing yourself, man. So you change all those things and start to behave yourself. Okay? So now that's just the beginning. Get yourself the right name. And don't pick any cockamamie kind of name like kettle, tea bag, sugar bread, cocoa tea, or cocoa drink, or whatever you call it. Kelewele. Oh, come on. First of all, who can pronounce some of these things? We're trying to go worldwide, remember? So do it in such a way that even if a foreigner reads it, they can read your name well without messing it all up. If you want to use your own name, fine. You believe in your own name, grow it. If you want to call yourself Kwame, Kobna, Kojo, whatever it is, if that's you, fine. But make sure that you have a good name. And let that be part of your branding, okay? And that goes to gospel singers as well. Don't always look all goody just because you want to do a gospel song. Gospel artists have to be versatile, one way. Wearing a suit, be a bit more versatile. I'm not all that into gospel, but if I see an exciting gospel track, I'll listen and I'll watch if there's a video. That's just the way it goes. And that's just me. I like good stuff, you know. So, artists, get your act together. Get your act together. And then, let me tell you something. Sneak yourself into films as well. Yeah, that's a good way of getting your face out into the public. If there's a movie going on somewhere, sneak in there. Find out if you can play a part. And slowly people begin to recognize the face. Like, oh, that guy. I've seen him in this movie. He's a singer. Wow, that kind of thing, it helps. And then if you need to get some money because you don't have a rich family, get yourself a daytime job, meaning get yourself a job so that the little bits that you need to do, you can pay for yourself. You see, when people see how busy you are, how active you are, what do? They will come on board. But if you want to be lazy, sit back and expect everybody to do things for you, it won't work. So, once again, this is Nana Ekwe-Apetuo the second, aka Queen 1. So I'm here just to give you a briefing on how to get on the ladder. Respect. That's what's important. Or you'll be doing yourself no favors. Okay, so watch out for me. I'll be back and I'm going to tell you some more stuff to get you well and truly on that ladder. I'm not a manager. I'm not here to manage anybody. But I'm here to give you some advice. And I don't like to do work for people because I expect you to do work for yourself. I can promote a little bit here and there, but it's not my job like as a manager, no. Just here to help. So let's learn some more tomorrow. We'll bring some more details so that you can pick up more ideas and say to yourself, okay, your question might be, what is branding? What exactly is branding? Branding is something that makes you stand out, makes you unique, and makes you sellable. So that people can see you and say, that's the item I'm looking for, because they recognize you anywhere you go. Okay? So let's get back to my function of talk to you later. Stay tuned. AKA, what did I say? Queen 1. Gotcha.